This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 23, the straight lines MCQ, multiple choice questions, MCQs. The next question is the question number 11. Area of the triangle formed by the points. So 3 points are given. So x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 are given. So we have done a question like this. So since x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 is given, so we have direct formula. That is half area of the triangle is half. Here you put x1, x2 and x3. In the first column, second column you put y1, y2, y3. Third column you put 1, 1, 1. Now when you open it, you know how to find out the determinant. So this formula is going to come. This expression is going to come. So let me tell you x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. And you just have to put the values and the result will come. So x1 is given as a plus 3 into a plus 4 and y1 is a plus 3. Then we have x2, that is a plus 2 and a plus 3, a plus 2 into a plus 3. And y2 is a plus 2. x3 is a plus 1 and a plus 2. And then y3 we have a plus 1. So just we have this formula directly you put x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. And the equation is in front of you. A is going to come as 1. Area will come as 1. Now the thing is, in the question, the options are 25a square, 5a square, 24a square. So you need to answer it D. None of these. Next one is, if a plus b plus c is 0, then the family of lines 3ax plus by plus 2c equals 0 pass through the fixed point. So a plus b plus c equals 0. This question we have already done this type of thing. What we have done in this, we put c as minus a minus b. So the equation being given is 3ax plus by plus 2c equals 0. So from here a plus b plus c, what you can do is you can write it as c equals minus a minus b, minus a minus b. Now put it here, 3ax plus by, in place of c replace it by minus a minus b. So 3ax plus by, 2c means minus 2a minus 2b equals 0. Now take a terms together and b terms together, that is 3ax minus 2a. 3x minus 2a. So take a outside, it will be 3x minus 2. Here you have by minus 2b. Now take b outside, so you get minus y minus 2 equals 0. So what we can do, we can put it in the form of L1 plus lambda L2. For that you can divide both sides by a. So 3x minus 2, now this is a by is a, b by a, y minus 2 equals 0. So this is your lambda. You can take it as any constant. B and a are constant. So L1, L2 and lambda also equals 0. Now L1, L2 is known. Lambda is there. So L1, L2, the intersection point is what? And all the lines which are passing through this, that is the family of line which is passing through this intersection point, is going to be the solution of these two. So 3x minus 2, x will give you 2 by 3, y minus 2 equals 0, y will give you 2. So x and y are 2 by 3 and 2. So this is the required fixed point. B is the answer. Question number 13. The line segment joining the points minus 3, minus 4 and 1, minus 2 is divided by a y-axis in the ratio. First, just remember that these two are points, and whenever we talk about x-axis, any point on x-axis, that is, we are dealing with distance x, y-axis, x is 0, x-axis, y is 0. On x-axis, y is 0, on y-axis, x is 0. So it's clearly given in the question that it is divided by a y-axis in the ratio. This is y-axis. Let us assume it to be m is to n, m is to n. We don't know the value of the intersection, but we know one thing, that it's y-axis. So x is going to be equal to 0. X is going to be equal to 0. So x is 0, we don't know y, so just take it as say t or any other variable you want. So first we have to find these 2 points, this intersection point. As I told you, the x is equal to mx2 x2 plus nx1 by m plus n, and y equals x1 y1 x2 y2. I'll just change this. This is not mx1 plus nx2. This is mx2 plus nx1. Y will be mx2, my2, because I am writing y. So mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, and this is my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So now you know this x1 y1 and x2 y2. Just put it here. Just put it here. So this is minus 3 into n plus n into 1 by 2 by m plus n, and m into minus 2 plus n into minus 4 by m plus n. These are the x and y point. Now these two are equal to 0, 2. We assume it to be 0, 2. So that is m minus 3 n by m plus n, that is the x coordinate, is equal to 0. Y axis we are dealing with. So m minus 3n eventually equals to 0. The numerator is 0 because the term is 0. So m minus 3n is m equals 3n, m by n equals 3, you can write it 1 also. So m is to n is 3 is to n. M is to n is 3 is to n. So this is 3 is to n. 3 is to 1. So 3 is to 1 is the answer. Question number 14. The area of triangle with vertices at these 3. I hope you will be able to do. We have done in a question like this. We don't directly have a formula. Half x1, x2, x3 on the first column, y1, y2, y3 on the second column, 1, 1, 1 in the third one. So x1 is minus 4, y1 is minus 1. x2 is 1, y2 is 2. x3 is 4 and y3 is minus 3. So just put it here, you'll get A as 70, area 70. Question number 15. The line segment joining the points 1, 2 and minus 2, 1 is divided by the line 3x plus 4y equals 7 in the ratio. So you have 2 points here. 1, 2 and minus 2, 1. So this is a line. There is a line which is 3x plus 4y equals 7. So this line is dividing these two in some ratio. Let us say it is m is to n. M is to n. And now you know, we have just seen a question. We have used the formula also. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. mx2 plus n x1 by m plus n is the x coordinate, and m into 1 plus n into 2 by m plus n is the y point. This is the point. This is the point I am talking about. Now this point is lying on 3x plus 4y equals 7 because this is the intersection point. This will lie on both the lines. So just take these 2 points and put it in this equation 3x plus 4y equals 7. So just solve it for m and n. You will get m is to n as m 4 is to 9. 4 is to 9 is the answer going to come. Here we have question number 16. If the point 5, 2 bisects the intercept of a line between the axes, then its equation is. So we have a point 5, 2. So that 5, 2 is actually a by 2 and b by 2. How? We have coordinate axis here. Let us assume that the equation of the line in the intercept form is x by a plus y by b equals 1. Now from here this point is a, that is the x intercept. Y intercept is 0, b. 0, b. Now this 5, 2 is the point which is the midpoint of the axis, that is a by 2. If you bisect this x coordinate axis x, you get a by 2 0. And if you bisect this b, you get 0, b by 2. So don't worry about 0 and 0. This point, which is any point which is representing 0, b by 2 and a by 2, 0, is 5 and 2. So 5 and 2 is basically a by 2 and b by 2 as categorically mentioned in the question. So we have a point here which is bisecting the axis. So if you draw a straight line parallel to x-axis from b by 2, if you draw a line which is parallel to y-axis from a by 2, those lines will intersect at 5, 2, which is a by 2 and b by 2. This is 5 and 2. So you can just equate them. A by 2 equals 5 and b by 2 equals 2. Let me tell you again. There is a point, whatever line is coming, these are to intercept, which is a and b we have taken. This is a by 2, this is b by 2. This point we are talking about 5, 2. So 5 by 2, 5 and 2. So 5 equals a by 2 and 2 equals b by 2. So from here we can find a and b. A equals 10, b equals 4, and just put it in the equation we previously assumed. So this is x by 10, y by 4 equals 0. Take the LCM of 4 and 10, multiply both sides. 2x plus 5y equals 20 is going to come. This one is question number 17. We have A, B, C, D. These are points. These are 4 points. The triangles formed are in the ratio 1:2. Then x is equal to. So we have a quadrilateral we are going to make, and we will have 2 triangles in this quadrilateral. And the area of those 2 triangles is equal to 1 by 2. So we know how to find out the area of the triangle if the 3 end points, or you can say the vertices, are given. So I just made a random rectangle, random quadrilateral. It has to be more random and more you can think of. So these points A, B, C, D are given clearly here. A, B, C, D are given here. So A is 6 by 6, 3, B is minus 3, 5, C is your 4 and minus 2, D is x, 3x. So there are 2 triangles. This DBC, this triangle below one, and ABC. ABC. So this is the above triangle on the right hand side. So both the triangle has the same base BC. Same base. So the triangle on the BC base we are dealing with. So the area is given. So I hope you'll be able to find out the area. We have seen this half into, how do you find out? Half into x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3 and 1, 1, 1 in the determinant. So area, both you have to find out. So first area is 14x minus 7. Second area is 49 by 2. Now these 2 areas I hope you'll be able to find out. So if you have any problem in remembering this formula, just remember like this: half x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3 and 1, 1, 1. Now you have the ratio. So ratio, first DBC, as I said, DBC, if you take this x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, you can take it in any order, it doesn't matter. So it will be 14x minus 7. The other one, same thing. So this ratio, area, if we found out, the ratio of the area is given as 1:2. So 14x minus 7 by 49 by 2 equals 1 by 2. So if I try to solve like this, I have to multiply a lot, that is 2 into 14, 2 into 7, 49 like this. The better option is, if you see 14, 7 and 49, they all are divisible by 7. So if I do like this, it will have so many numbers. So rather than dealing with this, let me deal this with a more streamlined approach, that is taking 7 out, means making it more simpler. So I'm just cancelling it out. I'm taking 4 and 7 outside. So it will be 2x minus 1 and this equals 49. 7 into 7 we write. 7 gets cancelled. You have 8x minus 4 equals 7. So you get 8x equal 11. X equals 11 by 8. So this is 11 by 8. 11 by 8 is the x. Next question is, if P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin on the line x by a plus y by b is 1, then we have 3 equations and none of these. So we have a line, we assume it to be x by a plus 1 by b equals 1, right? This is a0, this is 0b. So assume it to be as the slope intercept form, x by a plus y by b equals 1. Now how do we write this? Take 1 on the left hand side, make it as ax plus by plus c form, x by a plus y by b equals 1. Now what is the coefficient of x? That is 1 by a. What is the coefficient of y? 1 by b, and we have c as minus 1. This is ax by plus c. Now we have to drop a perpendicular or find out the perpendicular from 0, 0. So x and y will become 0 because we know the formula ax1 plus by1 plus c by under root a square plus b square. So the x and y term will go, in denominator you have 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So make it p square. P square will 1 and this root also will go. Root 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. This is going to be b square plus a square by a square b square. A square b square. So just put it here and a square b square will go up. Because it is in the denominator, this a square b square will go up and b square plus a square will go down. So p square will be b square plus a square b square by a square plus b square. Now you can invert it because the question is asking about 1 by p square. So b square plus a square by a square b square. Now open it means separate the fractions. So b square by a square, b square by a square b square will be 1 by a square, and a square by a square b square will be 1 by b square. So 1 by p square equals 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. This is the solution. C is the correct answer. Now question 19 is the equation of the line passing through 1, 5 and perpendicular to the line 3x minus 5y plus 7 equals 0. So which one is this? We know that any line which is perpendicular to any of the line, how do we write it? We just exchange 5 and 3, that is the coefficient of x and y, and we negate the y term and put lambda in place of constant. So this is a line which is perpendicular to this one. Now 1 and 5 just put, find out the value of lambda, is going to be minus 20, and 5x plus 3y minus 20 equals 0. This question we are going to take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.